Well, I just finished a drive in race 2 at Northfield. I thought we'd get some of the videos done now. Amy and I, our tradition of lately is to do the opening on Sunday. Good, bad, or ugly, Sunday's the opening. We've been off to a good start today. Patrick DePrano was a great drive by Spencer Carrick. He drove the horse great. Finished third in 150 flat. You know, the track's fast, obviously, at the Meadows right now, but Patrick's definitely starting to come around, which is great. It's great news. I really had just reserved myself for the thought that maybe he was slipping a bit with his age, and he has, obviously. But to see him come back with a little more speed today was uplifting. So, great job by Spencer Carrick, and a good third by Patrick DePrana. And a great second for, I made fun of Ronnie. I said, nice win with 3 points. He goes, no, we were second. I said, oh, I didn't know. It's a nice third, nice second. Second, just beat a whisker. Actually, usually the outside horse gets the nod in the Meadows. So I really thought when he went on the wire that he was a winner. Even in the slow motion, thought he was a winner. I was surprised that he ended up second. But race good, 54-3, a good mile by 3 Point Blue Chip. Now I want to talk about the aged horses. Going to get through those and the 3-year-olds. Amy and I already talked a bit about the 2-year-olds. Admiral Dio picked a win, I think, from the rail this week. You know, this horse, he's an underachiever, but he's kind of grown on me a little bit. I don't mind him. I don't mind the horse. I think he could be a vastly better horse than he is right now, but he's doing well. So Amy doesn't think I'll walk into Target with my driving suit on, and she is 1,000% incorrect. So the Starbucks that we usually go to is on the left. It's out of vanilla syrup. Well, it's hot out. Got to go with the iced vanilla latte. It's a must. So we're gonna have to go to the one just down the street is in Target, just in the door of Target. Amy thinks that I won't walk in with my driving suit on. She's wrong. I'm gonna walk right into Target with my driving.
What? I looked up what time Target closed.
Yeah, why don't you look up what time the Starbucks? Because I don't think I care much about what time Target closes. So Admiral Deal race good. Drebin is still on Stalra / swimming, so he is doing some work. He's not jogging yet. He won't get any land work for probably 3 weeks, I would imagine, before he sees any land work. Maybe more, even maybe 4 or 5 weeks. It's open till 8 also. Yeah, we got time. So, but otherwise, I've been very clear about this, as the vet was to me. His recovery rate or his prognosis is excellent. This is something that will heal, and we've had it happen twice before and never had it reoccur or even bother the horse after that. So just one of those things. Lover's Play confirmed. Why is she still on this list? She should be in the broodmare section. She is confirmed in full to King of the North, so that is great news. Mounts for all races tonight in Indiana. It was given a week off for racing in Indiana. I opted for the latter. Yo Mister was going to race there also, so we put them both in. I think Marvin Luna's driving one. I'm not positive who's driving the other one. Pull the Shoes is about, I guess the mare's on this one too, I don't know. Pull the Shoes is about, already did fall out a beautiful tactical approach colt, right? And I very luckily secured a breeding to TCI, so thank you, Mark Weaver, for getting me that breeding. So we will have Pull the Shoes now. Considering she fractured her foot and was in foal before she was completely diagnosed with a broken foot, or before we knew how bad it was, before her 3-week or 2-week x-ray, whenever it was, she was confirmed in foal for 14 days. So it was like literally she was at the farm for 72 hours, bred, and confirmed in foal. So I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of problem getting her in full. We have her booked into TCI. Tenacious Hanover jogging over at Tim's barn, doing well. He said, what do you want to do? I said, he's not going to need a whole lot of training. I said, I can race him. Again, you hear me, I don't like to race horses into shape. Old school, old horsemen will do that. Bring them to track, run them up the wood a little bit. It's called racing them into shape. Not anything I particularly like or will do. But when it comes to Tenacious, because he's not the soundest horse, when it comes to him, I will, in fact, opt to probably race him off maybe a 2.8 or 2.10 qualifier. He'll have to be a little short for his first start or two. I'll take care of him best I can, hopefully. And listen, there's nothing saying they can't go out and win. It's just not ideal bringing the horses in short like that. Time is on my side. Races tomorrow night. James is going to drive. If I'm going to be completely honest with everybody, I had called my other brother, Mark, So I knew Mark was just starting back driving. Called him and said, hey, would you have interest in driving? Time is on my side. I don't think James is going to stick with him in this elimination. And Mark had already been talking to James, I believe. And James said that he was thinking of driving. Time is on my side. And Mark said, had I known that I was in the running to drive him, I would have told him to take the other one. So, time is on my side. James will drive in the elimination, but I think if he gets that other horse that Travis Alexander's in the final, he may jump. But we'll see. Still have to get in the final first. There's just certainly no cakewalks there. That's a tough crew of horses. So, James is driving him tomorrow night. Hopefully he'll make it in the final, and we'll see what happens after that. Vehement is in tonight. I think our best shot to win tonight is Vehement. He's been racing really, really good, and I think he's coming in good tonight. Save America races tomorrow night. I get the 6 hole, I think, but I think we're going to probably go forward off the gate with Save America tomorrow night. We'll see how he races. Spitfire Overseas was good. Not his best the other day. I thought he was very good the week before in defeat, but in victory this week, he was a little flatter. And Tim had told me why after he had hit his knee and put a little bump on it. It's fine now, and he said it was fine on race day, fine after race day, but couldn't train him real hard in the middle of the week. And you could tell, we talked earlier about horses being tight and sharp, and you can feel the difference. Spitfire won the other day, but he wasn't like he was the week before. The week before, he was very good. I just kind of drove him a little soft. This week, I quarter pulled him to the front, put him on the front. He felt present, and he felt fine, but he didn't feel as ready to rock as he was the week before. Stay Special has been bred back to Cannibal. I don't know if Haley said she's in full. I think she said she's in full, but I'm not positive. She's definitely been bred back to Cannibal. Texas Soprano third the other night. Raced good. I thought he could have been second, but he raced pretty good. Your filly, Eyes of 10, had a colt, right? And then we breed her back to who? Oh, International Money. Oh, Amy, every time. Why are we breeding? Because I like Pretty Eyes and Lies, and I would love to have just a twin of her. I'm perfectly fine with Pretty Eyes and Lies. The whole point is the International Monies will come out crooked sometimes. We've had them, but they still go forward. They do their work. They're workers. They are the epitome of the meat and potato blue collar worker breed. And I said this the other day. Aside from Muscle Mastiff, who we had a small selection of, we had a lot of luck with them. Obviously, Lawmaker and White Tiger, but overall, Uncle Peter and International Money are the two sires that have done us the most good at the stable.ca. So I rather like them. And when it comes to Eyes, yeah, she stands off, but she's not going to hit. I know you said, oh, there's a little mark, whatever. I wouldn't worry about that. She's perfectly fine.
We said these exact same things until her mother got down to 2 5.
No, her mother mauled herself her entire life.
She was fast, though.
Oh, she was crazy fast. She was what the hell? She wasn't fast. She was just crazy. We thought she was fast because she was crazy, but the fastness had a ceiling, and the craziness did not. The craziness continued to grow and grow and grow, but the speed stayed pretty constant. That was the problem with her. But Pretty Eyes and Lies is an infinitely better horse than her mother was at this point. Infinitely better. Where are we at here? Greatest Ending, he races tomorrow too. Yeah, salty crew, but that's racing. That's racing in the middle conditions at any track. Looks Like Money was great this week. I told you. I'm not going to say, he was just better. He did have the thumps last week. I think this electrolyte thing has been bothering him. I told you this week that I had a touch of vertigo, and I was just feeling a little off this week. Now, I drank 3 or 4 Gatorades and some water, and I feel fine now, and I felt great yesterday, but the thumps were real for Looks Like Money. They were diagnosed the week before, and the week before, I don't think he was short. The last 100 yards, he got beat fair and square, and he had the thumps, where this week, now I had a big breather. You heard Chris talking about my breather. Chris Lime said he put his horse on the run. I had a big breather this week, but the last 100 yards, he was sprinting to the wire. Much, much better effort from him this week. Neptune, I can assure you, he is going to be raced quite aggressively tomorrow evening at Northfield Park. Rock Shining Star will be in next week. I don't think he's in this week. He'll be in next week, I guess. State Park S has been bred back to... we breeding her too? She's already been bred, I think.
She should be. She's barren.
Yeah, but who did we breed her to? Tactical Approach. She was the second Tactical Approach.
She's not full yet?
I think she probably is. I think they just have to check her or whatnot. I'll have to double check, and we'll do another broodmare video soon. We have all the mares locked in, contracted. Some of them are...
Should I ask? Where is she?
No, I already know. It's Tactical Approach, 100%.
She's in full.
Yeah, well, I know she's bred to Tactical Approach. Haley has her. 1,000% for sure. All the mares are either in foal, foaling out, contracted, and ready to breed. So everything is going according to plan thus far. 3-point Blue Chip was good today. I thought he was a winner. He just got beat at the wire, but he raced pretty good. I see Trosa's not in this week. He probably needs a week off anyway. With a week off, we'll have him good for next week. Yo Mister is in tonight in Indiana. Eglaire AM is ready to foal out at Captain Corey, right? And then she's being bred back to TCI, so that's exciting.
No, I thought she's having another international winner.
I did too, but I think it's a Captain Corey. We had this discussion. We had 5 mares in foal to Captain Corey, and I think. Well, who did we breed international money to last year? Because I had a share, so we'll figure that out in a minute. My Jazz just had an absolutely gorgeous filly by Captain Corey, and it is Captain Corey, and maybe that is an international money. I don't know. An absolutely gorgeous Captain Corey filly, and she's back. She's going to who?
Who?
My Jazz. She's going to international money. She's going to international money this year. Capistrano had a foal by Beach Glass and is back bred to Beach Glass right now. Globetrotting had a green shoe, yearling, is foaling out a Captain Corey, and then will be bred back to Tactical Approach also. Right? Yeah. I don't know. Alan and Steve both said that's a slam dunk, as Steve put it, lead pipe cinch breeding. The breeding is perfect for Tactical Approach to Globetrotting. So
why would it be to Tactical Approach and Tactical?
I asked the same thing, and they said, I know, but Tactical Approach is a better cross. I have no idea why. You're going to have to ask Alan and Steve. They were the ones. Both of them were emphatic and certain that that was the sire to go to. I'll defer to them. They know what they're talking about. Muscle Chrome, our top filly right now, Ohio filly training in the barn, is our homebred out of Muscle Chrome, and that is Tomboy Strong. She has a Centurion. She has a Centurion.
Are you going in order anymore, or are you just talking about all the broodmares?
No, they're in the... Yeah, I'm talking about the broodmares. I apologize. We're doing racehorses. I somehow got broodmares. Aged horses, so whatever. Muscle Chrome's in full to Centurion ATM yearling, in full back to Long Tom, right? Yep. And she is going to Father Patrick, is where she's going. Path of Totality, Tactical Landing yearling, right?
Yes.
In full to Captain Corey. She says a Captain Corey coming out, and then she is going to back of the neck. Delicious Stone DK is in Monday, has been racing pretty good. Did pop a quarter crack 2 weeks ago, had a week off. He's going to be back in Monday. And Patrick DePrana just raced great. Must have paced, what, 15-3, 15-2 today at the Meadows. Great job by Dana Carrick. Did a tremendous job driving this horse. Those are your aged horses. Back with the 3-year-olds in a minute. I got to walk into Target with my driving suit on. Amy's coming in to get some glue for Ava. And we'll be back to you in just a second.